For centuries, the African people on the continent and abroad have been nothing but a tool to be used. We have built for everyone else but ourselves. Look at Europe, look at Australia, look at Canada, look at North, South America. Look at all these glories that you see around the world. They have been solely built on the blood, the sweat, and the tears of our ancestors. And to this day, they continue to be sustained by our sweat and our blood and our tears. Yes, so we have done enough of giving. Yes, it is now time for us to give to ourselves. It is now time for us to be mindful of the future of our offspring, like they are mindful of the future of the offspring. Like they are coming down here to rip us off economically, to rip off our resources. We have to be mindful of the future that is going to fall ahead of us, the future, what is going to befall our offspring. Yes, this is a family affair, and it cannot be discussed and properly deliberated upon in the absence of all children of African descent present on the table. Yes, because we owe it to our offspring to right the wrongs. We owe it to our offspring not to let them go into another century of economic, social, and political exploitation. Yes, we cannot afford to look at our children work and then have all their effort benefit, another person, another nation, another continent. It is time for us to get together. Child of African descent, whether you are in the Caribbean islands, in Europe, in Australia, in Canada, in North, South America, or in Israel, in the Middle East, it is time to come and let's deliberate on this matter, because they are taking no chances. They know that Africa is the future. So they're getting together, these investment groups, these economic groups, and they're launching mega economic initiatives on the continent. That is exactly what we're going to do. Thank God, through the finances that you've been sending us, we've been able to put together a solid joint economic initiative. Upon this, we are going to buy land, we're going to develop this land, we are going to invest in putting up infrastructures that are going to counter and break the yokes of social economic exploitation that we have been subject to for centuries. Then when we have built this prototype here, we can replicate it in any part of the African continent and in any part of the world, as they do. So it is time to stop pointing fingers at each other, to stop criticizing each other, and to know that the only reason that we are miseducated about each other, the only reason as to why we look at each other as probably two different groups, is because of this false media propaganda, these education systems through which we have been raised to believe that we are different people. We are not different. You and I have one thing in common: our ancestry, our lineage. The DNA of our mother Africa is in both you, child of African descent, in the diaspora, and myself on the continent. Yes, you took Africa with you when you were kidnapped as slaves. When we realized that we have no one else but each other, only God has our best interest at heart, then we have to have our best interest at heart. In these end times, the tool of economic oppression is what they're using. Yes, that means that we have to give them a piece of their cake. Oh yes, we have to do it, but it's going to take determination for you to break those hurdles, the psychological prisons that we have been subject to through their propaganda, through their media, through the education system. We have to break those walls and make sure that we embrace each other. You in the diaspora, embrace your continental brother. You on the continent, embrace our diasporan brethren. We are but one. And yes, we will overcome. God helping us. We are going to sprout forth again like a tree that is planted by the riverside. Because we have proved over centuries that regardless of the kind of harsh treatment we are subject to, we did not only survive but also triumphed. It is now time to join forces into one strong, solid, sharp economic force and begin to rebuild, to buy back. Yes, the time for reconciliation, the time for forgiveness, the time for love, the time for unification is now. And I'm speaking to you, beloved, in the diaspora. I'm speaking to you, child of Africa on the continent. Let's love each other. Let's receive each other. Let's help each other. Let's teach each other. Let us work together and rebuild our ancient African empire back to its glory. We can do it when we decide to. Yes, we can do it. We can do it because we have done it for the people. Then why not do it for ourselves? Thank you for watching. And we thank you so much for the financial support that you are sending us to help us get the ground ready for your eventual return. So stay tuned to the African Diaspora News Channel, and bye-bye.